Israel has informed the United Nations it is officially terminating its agreement with UNRWA. That's the UN aid agency for Palestinian refugees. CBC senior correspondent Sasha Petrusik is in Jerusalem with more. So Sasha, let's talk about the significance of this move.
Well, Natasha, it could be hugely significant. When Israel announced last week that it is passing legislation which would effectively stop UNRWA, outlaw it in effect from Israel, people were not sure whether they were actually going to go ahead with it, especially given the international reaction. A number of countries, including European countries, Canada, and the United States, criticized Israel, warned it not to go ahead and do this. There was also talk at the United Nations that Israel was violating international law. But this is a signal that it is going ahead with this. Now, UNRWA is significant because it is the main UN organization, in fact, the only organization, international organization, that provides help to Palestinian refugees and has been doing this for really for about 75 years. What they are doing now in Gaza goes beyond the regular job that they normally do for about 6 million Palestinians in the occupied West Bank, in East Jerusalem, and in Gaza. They are providing critical food aid to many people who have no other option there, as well as medical aid, as well as shelter, all kinds of things like that. Now, what Israel is accusing UNRWA of doing, and they've been doing this for some time, UNRWA's been targeted by the Israeli government for a very long time for cooperating with Hamas, the government of Gaza, before this war started. And basically what the Israeli government said to the UN now in its notification, the Israeli ambassador said that Hamas infiltrated UNRWA, and the UN did nothing to address this reality. That's his words in the letter that he sent. What this will mean, though, is in effect that over the next 60 to 90 days, Israel has threatened to pull the plug on UNRWA, and that will mean a reduction in the aid that is going in, which is absolutely critical in the words of the United Nations and many other NGOs who depend on UNRWA for that kind of logistics, for the infrastructure that's there. Obviously also for the people who are in Gaza who depend on this, more than 2 million people, like this woman, for instance.
بالدور وبالكب والله اللقمة العيش ما نحرق لما نروح نجيبها من هالأطفال الجعانين أطفالنا. إحنا أصلاً جعانين، إحنا عايزين الأكل، عايزين الشرب. كلهم والله خبز وفش عنا إحنا شهر من يوم ما انقطع الحين مش قادرين نجيبه بمليون ونص. إحنا هنا عايشين على التكية.
Now, specifically, what Israel is accusing UNRWA of doing or not doing is Israel says it provided evidence that a number of its staff participated in the October 7th attacks against Israel last year, and that UNRWA did nothing about it. UNRWA says that it looked at that evidence. It found that there were 9 staff members out of 13,000 that work for the organization who may have had connections with October 7th, and those people were fired. Israel's also accused UNRWA of allowing Hamas to use its facilities for military purposes. That is something that UNRWA says it does not do. Now, Israel realizes that UNRWA does provide aid in Gaza, and that it's been criticized for not allowing enough aid in, so it says it will find other ways. But so far, Natasha, they have not announced any specific plan on how they're going to get this aid in there. And as I say, the clock is ticking because they've said that they're going to pull the plug on UNRWA within about 90 days from now.
Okay, CBC Sasha Petrusik in Jerusalem. Thank you so much.